How's it going, Kaki here? Welcome back to NHL 21 franchise mode, your Arizona Coyotes, our Arizona Coyotes. And today we are picking up where we left off after we suffered another disappointing defeat to the Los Angeles Kings in the playoffs. But before we continue, I did want to talk about this. I can't be too upset. I said before going into the year that, we needed to win a playoff round. We won a playoff round. We took them to Game 7. We were up 3-2 in that series. Just the Kings beat us. They were the better team in Game 7, and what can you really say? I mean, we just weren't quite there yet, and that's fine. We don't have to be, So this year was a growing year. That's what I wanted it to be, and I wanted to win a round, and we did that. And as a result of that, you can see down there in our franchise overview, we made a profit of a healthy $43 million after we earned something like 25 last year. And so in doing that, with the team we've got, with the NHL being a few years removed from the COVID recession and stalled cap, the owners have gotten with me and they've said, the team we have is good. We see a window here to win a Stanley Cup in the next 4 or 5 years if you build it right. And in order to do that, you're going to need the reins taken off. The money is all yours now. You can spend to the salary cap. We want you to bring home a cup to Arizona. I guess the sports betting money was getting pretty good. Isn't that what the Coyotes owners do? Aren't they like sports gambling people? I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure they are. The most important thing is free agency. I'm going to go ahead and offer deals to our players because I want to have these guys signed, and I might have to work with them for a little bit, but I'm really, there's a few guys that I have got to have. Just absolutely have to have. So you can see here on our expiring contracts, it's a lot of players and a lot of really good ones. But when you look at it, it's a lot of guys who are either not going to want a lot more money, who might even want a little less. Some guys we're not even going to re-sign at all, like Connor Sheary here. He's not going to get re-signed, and that's $6 million right there, which, thank God, because $6 million just from Connor Sheary leaving, it should be enough to give the about $2.5–3 million we're going to need each for Dougie Hamilton and Teuvo Teravainen, because these two guys are the most important guys to me, especially Dougie Hamilton. So I'm going to go straight to him. I'm going to offer him a contract extension. He wants 7.9 for 5 years. I don't know if I want to give him 5 years, but I'd definitely be willing to give him 3. Takes him until he's 33 years old. So 33 or 34. Oh boy. If I could get him for... I'm going to do 3-year deal. I want to do a 3-year deal with him, and I want to try and talk him down to 7.5. I'm going to offer him 7.5 because he's been a great player for us. I think he's enjoyed his time here. I'd like to think so. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see. So I'm going to offer him that 3 years by 7.5. So that's about a $2 million. Yeah, that's exactly a $2 million raise for Dougie Hamilton. And then next most important is Teuvo Teravainen, who wants the big bucks. He has been so good for us, though. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. I looked through these guys. I didn't remember him wanting that much. Next up is Victor Soderstrom, who deserves a raise and is going to get one for a long time. We're going to offer him 7 years at 5.6 or 5.55. We'll try that. 5.55 for 7 for Victor Soderstrom. Jesse Puljujärvi is a must resign for me. I want him for a while. You know, he's going to be a UFA at the end of it, wherever I sign him. Oh, he wants some money, but he doesn't want much if he's just getting the 1 year. Puljujärvi for 3 years, $2 million per. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to offer him, and there will be options. He's an RFA. He really can't really go anywhere. Ruzicka wants money as well, but he actually doesn't want that much. I say we could sign him for a good, maybe try and get him in with like Barrett Hayton on that 6-year real cheap deal. I mean, he doesn't want a lot of money, and he was a good third-line center for us last year. And especially, I really liked his performance in the playoffs. He performed very well for me. So I'm going to give him... 6 years is a long time to offer a third-line center, though. Especially because they're kind of expendable. I say we do 5 years, $1.75 million. That's a nice team-friendly deal that helps the player out too. And also he's an RFA, so he doesn't have much negotiating room. I wanted to re-sign Teddy Bluger as well, who I understand maybe wasn't the greatest player, but he just wants 2 years, $1.975. I'm going to give him $1.85, I think. And excuse me, and I think that'll do it. We're going to, when we get to free agency or the re-sign phase, this will be a little bit easier, but I think we're going to let Backlund walk, which is a lot of money. We're going to let Sheary walk. That's $11 million right there, which should actually free us up to sign Teravainen, but I don't know if I want to. And then, oh geez, and also an important part to note is that Rylan Rupp's ELC is up at the end of this year, or is up, and he's going into year 1 of his big deal, and he makes $10.5 million. So that's an important detail to remember. Claude Giroux wants more money somehow, but for 1 year, I could bring him back for 1 year at $8 million. He's been very, very valuable for this team. I mean, he was our leading point scorer last year. He slides in as a second-line center or a first-line center if either of our top 6 centers get injured. I think he's a really, really good player. But the ruthless business must go on, and Steven Stamkos is a pending free agent. And I don't think the Lightning have the money to re-sign him. They have $500,000 in cap space, which is right now, of course, but then they also have to re-sign like Anthony Cirelli. They have to re-sign like a lot of players. So I don't know if they're going to be able to keep Stamkos. And Stamkos plays center and left wing. He's like a 90 overall, but Claude Giroux is so damn good. Oh geez, I just don't know. And then Kopitar, I think, is going to walk too. So that's $7.25 million right there. Just free space. I don't know. Let's check the AHL team, who I believe lost. Yes, they did. Of course they did. Poor, unfortunate souls. All right, well, that's fine. So we're going to advance day for a couple days. Oh, Victor Soderstrom signed. Dougie Hamilton re-signs. Jesse Puljujärvi is not interested in a contract extension anymore. Well, that's too bad. You're a RFA. You're going to have to talk to us. It's important for me to get what I want for the contract. Okay, Bluger, Ruzicka. That's pretty much everybody. So that's Teravainen, Giroux, Kopitar, Puljujärvi. Dude, you're still going to talk to us, and you know it. Yeah, what are you going to do, man? Like, come on. I'd do 4 years at 2.375. He was pretty good for us. I mean, he's 11 goals. I'd give him 3 years at 2.15. I think he'd take that. He'd probably take that. 3 years, 2.15. Would he do 4 at that? 4's a long time. We'll do 3 years, 2.15. he can discuss it with his family or whatever. Madison Bowie is going to want a bit of money. Not really worth it to me. He is good though, but sorry, buddy. You've been Lyobushkined. We don't really need you anymore. I appreciate your service though. John Hayden. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to be easy to re-sign. Let me try and go ahead and get some of these lower level guys here. Steenbergen. Yeah, like what are they going to get? Jake Dotchin. Like these two-way deal guys. I'll be right back. All right. We got to maybe clear out the AHL team a little bit too sometime at the draft, just to because we got a lot of guys coming up who we're going to lose their rights if we don't sign them. Ingqvist and a few other guys down there that we really need to get signed. Jesse Puljujarvi's back. John Hayden, awesome. All these AHL guys. We didn't re-sign everybody. I left a couple spots empty, and we'll probably trade one or two guys as well. Some of those prospects will probably not quite be up to snuff. If we're not going to be able to play a guy in the AHL, we might as well get value for them, because if they're not going to play, they're not going to get any better, and that's just the facts of it. So I also believe we might go with a different goaltending group. We might put Dostal up in the NHL and send Kakkonen back down. The Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup. That's the Evgeny Malkin-led Florida Panthers. Let's check the trophies here. Oh, and the salary cap is right at $95 million. That is awesome. We're just going to keep current ticket prices. We're going to stop the simulation, though, because I wanted to see the trophies. I want to see if any of the Coyotes took home any hardware. Let's find out. We obviously didn't take home any of that stuff. So Matthew Barzal, I haven't done this, but I've been meaning to. I should do this at the end of every year. So Matthew Barzal takes home the Art Ross. Jack Eichel wins your Hart Memorial Trophy. Of course he does. He should win the Hart in real life, just because like the team wouldn't exist if it weren't for Jack Eichel. I mean, that's a bit hyperbolic, but you know what I mean. John Carlson wins your Norris. Lady Bing goes to Matthew Barzal, taking home 2 trophies on award night. The Calder is Tim Stützle. I guess he wouldn't have been there. Interesting. So we got some guys who are playing in the NHL. Matthias Maitinen? Not actually sure. From Minnesota won the Calder last year. Rylan Rupp did not. He got absolutely robbed by Jack. Well, he didn't get robbed. He wasn't that good. But he had a pretty good rookie year, but it wasn't as good as Studnicka's. Conn Smythe goes to Jonathan Huberdeau. Good for him. Good for you, Huberdeau. That's awesome. The Vezina goes to Andrei Vasilevsky. Skarek. Is that Jimmy Howard wanted to go? Okay, all right. William M. Jennings goes to Andrei Vasilevsky. The Bill Masterton to Seth Jones, Hampus Lindholm, Travis Sanheim, Brendan Dillon. Does the game just pick like a good defenseman? That's interesting. Jack Adams goes to the... Good for them. They really did have a seemingly mediocre team, and they played above their station. They were very, very good, and they were a great opponent in the playoffs. Was really happy we played the Wild. They were a fun series and a good opponent. And the Frank J. Selke Trophy, finally broken up from the Ryan O'Reilly Award, goes to Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Now that's awesome. Ted Lindsay goes to Jack Eichel. The Rocket Richard goes to Kucherov. How many goals did he end up having? That's very impressive year from Barzal and from Eichel. Great players getting great awards. Good for them. Okay, the draft lottery goes to Colorado. New Jersey moves up from 9 to 2. Carolina wins 1. Montreal falls from 1st to 4th. They are not happy about that. The Rangers slide back. Edmonton, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Detroit, San Jose, Vancouver, Nashville, Anaheim, Pittsburgh via Columbus, and Carolina via Buffalo. Interesting. I really don't know who even we're going to draft in this, so let's see. Retirements. The world loses Joe Thornton. Well, not the world. The hockey world loses Joe Thornton fantastic career, 1,500 points from Joe Thornton. Eric Stahl, wow, he was 44. Eric Stahl ends up just shy of 1,200. Jonathan Taves, 1,200 games played for Jonathan Taves. Zach Parise, it's so close to 1,000 points. Paul Stastny, Duncan Keith, Jeff Carter from Tampa. That saves them a bit of money. He was on a contract. TJ Oshie, Alexander Steen, Wayne Simmons, Jordan Stahl. Oh, it was Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl and Jordan Stahl go out the same year. Where's Mark Stahl? Patrick Hornquist is gone. Interesting. Mark Giordano, Matt Zuccarello. That clears up some money for the Wild. Milan Lucic, Andrew Ladd, Michael Frolik, Tyler Bozak. That clears up money for the Lightning. Actually, I think he might have been on a minimum contract. He was on the Lightning last year. He played in their AHL team. Artem Anisimov, Alexander Edler, Alex Goligoski, Andrew Cogliano, the Iron Man, Nick Bonino, Carl Soderberg. There's some names in here. Some guys you know. Jeff Petrie. We're getting to that era. Michael Grabner. That's a picture of Anton Strawman. There we go. Okay, kind of getting out of interesting. Let's check goalies first, though. So there'll be some goalies. Ryan Miller, 43 years old, ends up with 414 wins in his career and still at .913. What a great player. He was so good for Buffalo, and he's been good for who was he good for? He was good for Anaheim last year. Pretty good. So, good for him. Yaroslav Halak, Anton Khudobin. We're not going home, but I guess he's finally going home. Kari Ramo. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Okay, so nothing crazy. Mark Giordano, Zach Parise, and Matt Zuccarello. So 2 Wild go right into the coaching role. Interesting. Coach retirement. Carol Erat. Oh, wait, hold up. What team am I looking for? We are the Tucson Roadrunners. Michel Bouillon. You know I hate the fucking signing coaches. Shit's ridiculous. Okay, we're just going into the block. We're going into it. We're going to go to the draft. We're going right in. It doesn't really matter. I don't even know where we draft. I'm a horribly unprepared GM. Where do we draft? Do we even have a first round pick? It would be 25. Right? Yeah, 25. Nothing before that. Right? Nothing before that. Couldn't get in. Nope. Okay. So we draft 25th. All right. So I'm running out of time. I got to do this quickly. So the Ottawa Senators want to get rid of Andre Goldobin, who is a 21-year-old center prospect. Top 6 potential. Scored 27 goals, 28 assists for 55 points last year in Belleville, and is a young playmaker. So we're going to try and get him, a 5th and a 4th for this year. The 5th is for next year for our 25th overall pick, and Jesper Fast, just to get the cap space off the books for Jesper Fast. So we're going to try this. They don't really want... Okay. I didn't go for... Well, they didn't have any, like, thirds or anything. I could have asked for more picks, but I wanted to get out of Jesper Fast, because we picked him up on waivers. He served a purpose. We just needed somebody there. So that's our trade. They're now going to make that pick. We now get the sim, and I'm just going to... This draft is not very important. I mean, all drafts are important, but you know what I mean. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to do this off screen, and I'll be right back. All right, so we only picked up 5 players in this draft. None of them are that remarkable. They're all late round picks. That Fowler kid, I believe his name is Lucas Fowler. He's a goaltender, and he was rated as a gem by our scouts. So we'll see how that works out. Now comes the dirty work. So I have to deal with all the coaches. So I will be back because I also have to sign new coaches. So that's fun. All right. So we let go of all of our AHL coaches. I want to go through and I want to get coaches. I'm not really concerned about winning in the AHL. You know, we play to win Stanley Cups, not Calder Cups. And so I wanted to get a coach, one who's maybe a little cheaper, maybe not as good overall, but is a better teacher. Our guy was only a B teacher, and he was a generalist, which is good, but none of our AHL coaches were that great teachers, and that's, I think, the most important part. We need guys who can teach our young players how to be professionals and all that sort of stuff. So let's get in here. Yeah, we fired head coach Steve Sawchuk. Yes, I knew that because I am the one who did it. So this is the important part. This is the dirty work. Teuvo Teravainen, Claude Giroux, Kopitar. Sheary's gone. Release Sheary. Release Gravel. Release Chaput. Release Bowie. Also Backlund. Release Backlund. That's most of it. Now we've got to re-sign these guys, which that should be fun. So Inkfist is important, or we've got to sign them in the first place, actually. So Inkfist, gonna get with him. Frolov, we want to get these guys. Eriksson. Actually, Eriksson probably doesn't need to be re-signed or signed. Yeah, Luhavara, yes. Eriksson can walk. Savoie can walk. Daig can walk. And Nichushkin. We'll see. We'll see about him if we have the space. Teravainen. This is the important one. Do I do it? Do I do $10 million? I'm not doing it for 6 years. I just think there's gonna be a guy this good in free agency. Maybe even better. I just want to point out as well that William frickin' Nylander is up. I mean, would you take Teravainen or would you take Nylander? I think I'd take Nylander. And especially because he's younger. Oof. Claude Giroux wants he wants less money now. He knows. He knows it's coming. So if I make the wrong choices here, I mean, I will be labeled an idiot. So, Teravainen, Giroux, Kopitar. We have $22 million of cap space. We have... How much money does Kopitar want? He probably can't want much. 3.2? You're gone. You're gone. I can't afford that. Sorry. Okay. Andre Kopitar off the list. That's too much. Oh, jeez, Louise. If I let Teravainen walk, that's tough. Giroux has been an integral part of this team for the last 2 years. He has come out the gate swinging. He's been a great player for us. He led us in points. He was better than Teravainen. If we get Giroux, if we keep Giroux, well, we can... Okay, so here's our options. We can sign Giroux and Teravainen, and then we are basically out of free agency. Our top 6 is pretty much covered. It's just sign some lower level guys, try and get some more Jesse Puljujarvi or Dmytro Timashov type guys, Lukas Dostal, those kind of players. Option 2 is sign Teravainen, and then we are down to $12 million of cap space. And then what? And then the third option is sign Giroux for like 7.5, and then we're down to $14 million in cap space, $15.5 million in cap space, something like that. And then we're talking, we could get a really like top flight guy. Hold on. Here's the thing. So most of the guys who are up this year are left wingers. Are right wingers, and we need lefties. So Denis Gurianov can play left wing, and he shoots left. So maybe we migrate him to the left wing. I think I'm talking myself into this. I think, let me go back to contracts. Don't know what I'm pressing the B button too many times. I think the move here. Oh boy, Teravainen was really good. He had 94 points. He was scoring assists with Rupp, 94 points, career best, plus 37 too. He was very, very, very good for us last year. And then Giroux had just a crazy year, 97 points. And he plays center. I think I'm going to regret it if I don't. Like, I think if I keep. I like Giroux a lot as a guy. He's been a great player for us. He's never won a cup. He played in Philly all those years. He comes out west to the desert. He gives up his whole life on the East Coast. He comes out here and he tries to win a cup. He scores 176 points in 2 years at 35 and 36 years old. With a new team, new faces. He's an integral part. He plays center. Then Teuvo Teravainen comes out here. He's in a trade. He comes out here. He scores 19 points for us last year. 94 this year. I think we let Teravainen walk. I'm doing it. I'm letting Teravainen walk. We're signing Giroux for $7.5 million for 1 year. 36 years old. He's an 87 now instead of an 88, but I just don't know. And we're going to let this Nichushkin guy walk. Do we have a goalie? I think we do have expiring goalies. Oh, Gaudreau. Fringe starter. Offer contract. We've also got to make way in the goalie situation down there. Oh, that's something we could trade a goalie or two. We're going to have to let this guy walk. We got to trade like Hogberg, I guess. Okay. Well, let's see if Giroux signs. Our scouts, Claude Giroux, $7.5 million 1 year. Dmitry Frolov, he believes it'll be good for the franchise. Awesome. Teravainen. I don't feel good about leaving him, but he just wants too much for too long. Oh. That would leave us with $6 million right there. And I'm just... oh boy, let's check pending free agents to see who's signed. Let's go up one more day and see like what big names are off the board on the pending free agents, because they should update, right? William Nylander's still available. He scored 31 goals, 69 assists for 100 points last year, and I had 103 the year before. And he can play center too. So, I mean, 80 face-off, like he can play center. That's center quality. Yeah. I think we go in on William Nylander. And if we can't get William Nylander, then we go for David Pastrnak or Steven Stamkos, depending on how much money they want. Pastrnak would be so good. Oof. He scored 97 points too. Stamkos didn't score that many, did he? How he scored 80? 90 points. All right, let's let's let Teravainen walk. Teravainen will still be there in free agency too. If we don't like it, we can circle back on him too. And I also have to sign coaches, which that'll be fun. Oh, today's the last day. Last day. Can I change my mind and just go back in with Teravainen? I think we need another superstar. I think we probably, what we honestly need is maybe a superstar on defense. What money, if any, can we move here if we need to? Like, Denis Gurianov is good and is cheap. Chikrin's good and cheap, but he's coming off the... Jake McCabe. We're kind of reaching that point where the really good players make all the money and the not like the lower level guys don't. That's kind of where we are. Is there any in the system guys that make a lot of money? No. It's just Rupp. That Rupp deal. It's a lot of money, but he signed for quite a long time too. So, OEL. You trade your captain though, and then when you're doing really well, I don't think you do. I think you keep OEL. And Chikrin's cheap. How much money is Chikrin gonna want? Oh, don't buy him out. Gurianov, Soderstrom. It also too depends on how good Soderstrom is this year. If he's even better, like if he grows to be like an 87 or something like that, we might not even have to worry about a decor because he's just so damn good. I think that's what we bet on because I believe in him. I believe in him. And Barrett Hayton, I too believe in. And Rylan Rupp. So, we're going to let Teravainen go to free agency. We're going to let him talk to other teams. As much as I hate it, I'm loyal to Giroux. Maybe that is wrong. But I'm loyal to Claude Giroux this year, at the very least. I also wanted to I meant to check that. But let me hire staff. I meant to check... if any of our prospects, our unsigned rookies who don't need to be signed this year, if they were any good, I'll check on that too, and I'll see, and I'll hire the staff. All right, I think I might have gotten some coaches. I'm not sure. I hope I got at least 2 of them. I offered everybody. I offered a position, or someone a position, in all the slots we needed filled. So we'll see. I don't know. The coach thing is really annoying. It sucks that you can't even turn it off. Ooh, see what I'm talking about here? Why on earth would I have given Teuvo Teravainen that much money when I can get William Nylander, who's a year younger and better, for $1 million more? Maybe $2 million more. He is interested. Vancouver's interested. So 6 years takes him until he's 34. But I genuinely believe this is a guy who could put us over the top. I mean, he is so good. So I say we offer him 12 or 11.9. Give him Austin Matthews money. Oof. I don't want to screw this up. What is 0.1? What does $100,000 make? Like, screw it. That leaves us $4 million. Let's go for it. William Nylander, $12 million, 6 years. We are big game hunting right now. We are out here, open sea. We're hunting big fish, fishing, whatever, tracking, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. We're big game hunting. You can give Dustin Byfuglien $6.5 million. That was I don't know why I did that. That was such a stupid move last year. And interestingly, the goalies available this year are Igor Shesterkin, Connor Hellebuck, Matt Murray, Kinsey Blackwood. Like, there's some good goalies for fairly cheap prices, actually, shockingly. Very shockingly. But we've already got Merzlikins, and he was fine last year. I did want to check our defensemen. I don't see any defensemen up here right on the top. Dustin Byfuglien's the best you guys got? No better I mean, you got Tony DeAngelo, I guess, if you really wanted him. Interesting. So not many D. available. Evgeny Malkin, who just like led the Florida Panthers to the Stanley Cup last year, they let him go. I guess they didn't want him. Whatever, they won a cup. It's good enough for them. Should we have a backup plan? If we don't get... Ooh, Alexander Ovechkin made it to free agency. That'll be interesting. If Nylander doesn't sign, then I think maybe we just got to see who's still available. That's the real problem. I also wanted to check down here with prospects. Were there any young guys available down here with top 6 or anything like that kind of potential? Hayden Fleury. It's not really what I'm talking about. Shane Bowers. Oh, and he's cheap. He's very cheap, and he's a UFA. He's not even an RFA. And Mackenzie Entwistle, probably not what I'm looking for, but Shane Bowers, did he play? He played in Colorado, scored 5 points in 20 games. And he plays center. That's a big one. Is he any good at it? He's 3 stars defensively. He seems to be a good face-off guy. Ooh, Sasha Chmelevsky. That's AHL numbers, right? Yeah, that's in Springfield. Okay, I was going to say, man, that'd be a good pickup. Ryan McLeod? Maybe. He's an RFA. Alexi Heponiemi. Would I rather have Shane Bowers or Heponiemi? I think I'd rather have Heponiemi. Yeah. He's better. Well, he's not that much better defensively, but at least he plays wing. He's very good shooter. Surprisingly, very good. Very powerful shot. He is a little older than Bowers. Zetterlund and Whistle, they're both top 6, medium top 6. Do we let Bowers, do we sign Bowers as a 2-way guy? Heponiemi's a winger. He can play wing. That's a big deal, but I say we sign Shane Bowers. He's cheaper. 1 year, 7.75. Or 7, no, not 7.75. That would be bad. 0.775. And I think we're going to have to make a trade. We got to trade some guys. We got to free up some space, which is fine. We need to get rid of a goalie anyway. Can I not? Okay, I was going to say, can I not trade? I was on the wrong menu. What goalies do we have? We have couple Kokkonen. Mears Lickens, Fitzpatrick Dostal. AHL guys, we got to get rid of one of or both of Hogberg. Hogberg's got to go. Fitzpatrick has to start games in the AHL. So Fitzpatrick actually didn't have to sign this year. Oh, he gets another year. That's awesome. So that means we can get rid of Goudreau and well, Hogberg's got to go. We'll just get rid of Hogberg, find a team that wants him, and give up a pick. Or get a pick for him. Not give up a pick. Draft picks. Let's try for this 6th rounder. Oh, it's inflated by our scout. Interesting. 7th rounder. Wow, the value of what you're asking us has been hugely inflated. It seems rude to say, but whatever. Oh, am I gonna have to like hold on? I guess here's what we'll do. I'm still offended. I'm not gonna go back to them. Let's go back down here to some of these guys. We have like a million centers down in the AHL. Delandria, Goldobin, Beluger, Quostrom, Marr is not signed. Steenbergen, can't trade him. He's injured. Hayden, Bodin. I kind of want to keep Bodin. So if I've got Hayden and Bodin, Hayden is basically Bodin but older. Lane Peterson. And then let's get let's check the left wing. We do have a lot of left wingers as well. Bunting, Burke. Let's throw in Bunting, and then let's do Beaudin as well. Not Beaudin. Why did I say Beaudin? Hayden. Right? Or Peterson? Do we keep Peterson or Hayden? Who signed for longer? Peterson signed to next year, so we're getting rid of Hayden. So Hogberg, Bunting, and Hayden will try for a 6th. We could try for a 5th, actually. Let's try for a 5th. Oh, it's been hugely inflated. Okay. All right, dickhead. Okay, guys. You don't have to be mean about it. Let's try for the 7th. Doesn't meet your block needs particularly well. Philly needs players. Maybe they'd be interested. Come on, just give us a freaking take a 7th. So I can't even trade players? Like, fuck me, dude. Really? What happened to like being able to like throw 5 guys in on a friggin' trade? Maybe we have to get rid of a rookie that they want. I'm not getting rid of friggin' Carson, Bentley. Take Bowie too. But I want a damn 5th rounder for it. Yes, okay. That works. Whatever. That cleared up enough space. Got rid of a goalie. Now we have actual space for goalies. We have 3 AHL goalies. And Kokkonen will be down there. He'll be the guy who comes up and down, I guess. He'll probably get picked up on waivers, so I hope we don't have to, but we'll see. We'll see. And then on D, we lost Bowie, but we still have Capo Bianco and Cam Dineen, Jake Dotchin. I mean, like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine on D. We'll be fine on center, too. Big concern is still left wing. We still don't have any natural left wingers, except for Dmytro Timashov. But boy, Denis Guryanov on that left wing sure sounds nice with William Nylander on the other side. God, I hope that goes through. Okay, well that's enough space cleared. That should afford us the ability to sign everybody we need to. Let's advance day. Ty Dellandrea and Kokkonen for a 3rd and a 4th. No, I like both those guys. I don't want to get rid of them. Okay, I offered you more. Okay, this fucking guy. He wanted 4 years. And I offered him 5. And then now it's not the right. I hate the fucking coach thing in this game. Okay, so you just can't sign coaches. Like, how the fuck do you sign coaches? Okay, cool. We have a coach. Jesus Christ. Let me go figure this out. Okay, so I tried to sign some coaches. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got one at least. We can always promote her to be the AHL head coach, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. It's been 2 days. William Nylander has not signed with us. Teravainen's still on the board. Rust, Kane, Malkin, Voracek. I mean, most of these guys are still on the board. Man. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and advance one more day. Nothing. He hasn't thought or hasn't come to an answer yet. 3 teams are interested. But I just don't know. We're giving him exactly what we want or what he wanted. Oh, the big hope is if he's not there, then I hope somebody else is. Okay, Caden Waters, we have a head coach. Shane Bowers accepts our offer. Fitzpatrick and Eskalinen for Saad and a 6th. No, thank you. Eskalinen's going to be way better than Brandon Saad. Still nothing from William Nylander. Ooh, this is kind of concerning. I don't know. Is he trying to, like, freak me out? I mean, I don't know. Is he trying to fake me out, like head fake or something here? I mean, I don't know. I guess if we lose out on Nylander, we have to go for Ovechkin, right? Advanced day. Okay, this guy was trying to offer him to be a goalie coach. They don't, for some reason, like, I don't know why they have goalie coaches, but then they don't offer that as a position. Like, if you're going to have us have goalie coaches, and then we need to go out and get guys like assistant coaches who are good with goalies, and then we offer them goalie positions as a goalie coach, and then they never accept because you're like disrespecting them by not offering them the position they want. It's very annoying, quite frankly. Yes! 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 Yes, 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 yes. Yes, William Nylander, Will Nye, the hockey guy, comes to the desert. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. This team just got better. This team just leveled up. You thought Teuvo Teravainen was good. William Nylander was putting up 100 points a year playing with Austin Matthews. Wait until he's playing with Rylan Rupp and Clayton Keller. Like, oof. Oof, 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 oof. Watch out, NHL. It might be over for you. Ooh, boy, that $5 million of cap space is looking mighty fine, too. I am also going to go ahead, and even if I'm not going to keep him, because I mentioned about this, Jacob Chikrin, if he leaves, even if he does leave, or I mean, even if I decide not to keep him, I want him to leave via a trade. I'm not letting him walk. So what we're going to do, he's a UFA. Yeah, he's going to be a UFA either way. So we're going to offer him a deal of 4 years. So he'll be 27 when this deal starts. And he'll 4 years at $7 million. Or 6.9. We're going to try 6.9. Just because nice. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then we'll see. Even if I trade him, he's better as an asset if I'm not trading him at the deadline this year. Like, that allows me to, even if I want to trade him at the draft or going into next year or whatever, you know. So, oh man, the decision to keep Giroux over Nylander seems like a good one now. So that allows our left side to be Rupp. I mean, no, our right side is going to be Rupp, Nylander, and then our left side is going to be, oh boy, Guryanov and Giroux. That is amazing. That is so nice. Let me, oh, we're out of money. We don't have any of the money. Anyway, okay, I haven't gotten the new money yet. Interesting, okay. I thought I had the money. Let me check goalies here too, I guess. In this little thing here for any, starter or elite guys are like 23, 24. I mean, there was one back there, but this guy won. Jakub Skarek. He won the... Yeah, he won the Vezina last year, didn't he? With a 924, and then this year he's in Rochester? I mean, right? Am I crazy? Hold on. Yeah, that guy won the 2023 Vezina was given to Skarek. And now he didn't even play a single... He won the Vezina and then didn't play a single game? Honestly, what the hell? That is such a strange event. What? He won the Vezina with a 924 save percentage in 2013 after only playing 25 games, which is very strange too. And then he goes and he doesn't even have a winning record the next year in the AHL. He had a 905, so I bet the Rochester Americans were just bad. But then, yeah, what the... That's just... The simulation engine is crazy sometimes. I feel like you should have to play more than 25 games. In fact, I thought you did. to win the Vezina. Maybe I'm wrong. I could not know anything. No goalies, no young guys. I liked the Shane Bowers deal. That was fine. Especially we got a lot of guys, so we're gonna go ahead and sim to next season. And Jacob Chychrun signs. Awesome. That's perfect. So that's pretty much it. That's kind of all I really wanted. That's kind of it. So I'll go ahead and I'll see you on the last day of the off season. All right. So we are back. I just want to say the Minnesota Wild offered me a trade for Alexander Ovechkin, and it took every ounce of my being, it took every fiber of my being to not accept it. They wanted Supis for Ovechkin, and I thought about it, but I decided not to. I decided not to work around it and try and like swing a deal. Oh man, that would have been amazing. Third line left wing, Alexander Ovechkin, just 9 outs on the power play. I mean, that would have been freaking sweet. So let's get in here to our jerseys. Who are our guys? Was Chychrun an assistant last year? So OEL is obviously still captain. And Chychrun Keller is an alternative captain. Alternate. Okay, I can't speak today. If you watch these, you'll notice I can't speak any day though, so that's fair. And then Jacob Chychrun is an alternate captain too. That's interesting. I don't remember doing that, but that works for me. It's not a big deal. Jake McCabe should be a different number. What number is he for the Sabres in real life right now? Because he's not 19 anymore, is he? Or he was a different number for the Sabres. I could be wrong. Jake McCabe. Let's get in here. He is number 29. Oh, 29's already taken. Barrett Hayton's got 29. He was 19, and he was 29 for the Sabres. Okay, so he's, I guess, going to have to find a different number. I find 20 and 70 often look good together. And so Shane Bowers, I think, actually wears number 14, doesn't he? Yeah, that's not a one that's taken. Giroux is number 28. Dellandrea, they put Dellandrea in the NHL. Interesting. I wonder if he grew any. 53. That's his number. Guryanov is 35. Puljujärvi's 98. Will Nye is 88. Is Dmitry Timashov number 9 or number 15? No, he is number 15 for the Detroit Red Wings. But now he plays for the Islanders now. I didn't even know that. And he's number 41 again. So we'll leave him at 15. That seems to want to be his number, I suppose. Capobianco, OEL, those guys are all good. Hamilton, number 5 down there. Chychrun, number 6. Soderstrom, number 10. Dostal is number 1. Rizlikins does wear 90, so that's good. So now, look at these beautiful lines. Yes! Are you kidding me? Are you actually freaking kidding me? This is a roster right here. They're putting Claude Giroux as first line center. That's even wrong. They've got it all backwards. I think this is what I was going to do. Excuse me. Giroux, Keller, Rupp, Nylander on the second line. $12 million second liner, William Nylander. Barrett Hayton, Guryanov, Ruzicka, Puljujärvi, Bluger down there on the fourth line. Shane Bowers, Dellandrea, because he shoots right. No other real reason than that. OEL, Hamilton, Chychrun, Soderstrom. Isn't that basically... Or no, we actually, didn't we have No, we had OEL Hamilton, I thought. And then, yeah, McCabe, Liabushkin. So that they should be familiar with one another. And then Dostal and Merzlikins down in between the pipes. So I think the big thing is we need another forward. I think we're going to send down Cam Dineen. Go to roster moves. We're going to send down Cam Dineen. I think we're going to call up a forward to have as an injury replacement. So Delandria stays in. Who comes up? Steenbergen? Oh, JCB comes up. Duh. Pull him up. He's the perfect guy. He's just like the ultimate nothing. He's white noise, right? He's awesome for that. Like, he doesn't do anything good necessarily, but he really doesn't do anything bad, which is even more important. So best lines, we got Goldobin, Eskalinen, Knights. That is a vicious AHL first line. Easton Knight scored 41 points last year. Andre Goldobin scores 55, but I imagine he's going to do better than that. And then Eskalinen scored 37 goals last year, so that should be a pretty lethal first line. Big thing is we want to make sure Michelli and Gaudreau. Gaudreau's a goalie. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Prosvetov, I'm sorry, you just gotta come out. Gaudreau has got to make starts. He's got to. We have to have it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Edit lines again. Sorry. All right, so this AHL team is much more about growing guys. So Benjamin Gaudreau is going to play, and we made sure. I mean, actually, Luhavara and Supis were actually slot in already. They were in the lineup, and then on the forwards, we swapped out Burke for Michelli, and I guess we'll leave Frolov in there. I don't know. Is Frolov better than Michelli? Not really, but it doesn't really matter. They should both be doing pretty well. We got to watch out for Inkvist. We got to watch out for Easton Knights. Even though he's a low top 9, he should still perform. Eskalinen and Goldobin. They're the guys. They're the guys who are going to score down here. So that's their mission, or the mission down here is to get those guys going and to protect Supis. And I guess that's pretty much it. Try and get the kid, the goalie, some wins. What's his name? Gaudreau. Some wins. And that's really it. The move here is to go out and win the cup. Our ownership wants us to win the cup. The owner goal was to win the Stanley Cup this year. And so I think we have a very real possibility of doing it. We upgraded on Teuvo Teravainen. It only cost us about $2 million more. And William Nylander is an Arizona Coyote. So let's find out next time how well that goes for us. Whether that was a good move, whether I should have hung on to Teravainen and got rid of Gaudreau and tried to sign Nylander still, or maybe gone for a different guy. There's a lot of other options I could have had, especially with the free agency, but I wanted the big fish, and I went out and I got him. And I have no excuses now. I've spent the money. I have no internal cap anymore. We just find out if we can win. And we were pretty good last year, and I think we'll be better this year. So I will find out next time. I have been Katka. You watched it for this long. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I will be back next week. You guys have a great day and take care.